I said, I love the game so much that it made me score. It's crazy law, maybe more, what they want. So I came back for episode 184. Cymarshall law, wah da 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 ding. Yo, I'm so happy to be back after a couple weeks off. My name is Cymarshall Law, and I am back for another episode of the Cymarshall Law Show, episode 184. We getting up there. This episode is gonna be called Echoes of Tomorrow, Manifesting Through Mindset. I love this topic because it's something I often do. Matter of fact, I'm doing it right now. I do it every single day, manifesting through mindset, and we're going to get into it because I feel like it's something that a lot of people may not know about, and it's a power that we all have within. And if you don't know how to use it, I'm going to try to tell you how to use it. My name is Cymarshall Law. I'm here to give you all the love and positive energy in my body and set the tone for your day. So let's do that. I hope you're feeling good this morning, but if not, let's get you there. Let's start with our affirmations, our prayers, meditations to set the tone for your day. So let's do it like this. Universal God, Most High, Jah, Cosmic Intelligence, Universe, God. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today with inner peace. Thank you for allowing joy into our lives. God, thank you for filling our mouths with laughter. God, thank you for filling us with abundance on every level. God, thank you for our emotional stability. Thank you for our mental fortitude. God, thank you for our emotional strength. God, thank you for help. God, thank you for us helping. God, thank you for serving us and giving us people to serve. God, thank you for the nutrition, vitamins, mineral, and protein that we get from food. God, thank you for positive people and positive energy. God, thank you for people coming around us, giving us energy. Thank you for us giving those who deserve it energy. God, thank you for taking leeches away from our lives. God, thank you for taking away people that get mad at us for not giving them what we have. Universal God, thank you for us giving graciously to those who deserve. Universal God, thank you for insight. God, thank you for foresight. God, thank you for the adversity that makes us stronger. God, thank you for opportunities. God, thank you for true friends that have our back and help us to know when we're effing up. God, thank you for allowing us to be accountable. God, thank you for allowing us to be responsible. God, thank you for money coming to us in every way, like digitally, physically, to our Venmos, to our Zelles, to our Cash Apps, in cash, whatever way you have. Universal God, thank you for allowing us to recognize when we receive what we've prayed for, what we've worked on. Thank you for us being appreciated. God, thank you for us showing appreciation. God, thank you for blessing us time after time. God, thank you for allowing us to see when things are not for us. God, thank you for allowing us to see when things are for us. God, thank you for us being grateful and seeing when there's really a turn or a change coming in our lives that we've been waiting for. And thank you for us not being afraid when it's time for us to make that change. God, thank you for bravery. God, thank you for this today, tomorrow. God, thank you for time. God, thank you for freedom. God, thank you for allowing us to walk, run, laugh. God, thank you for the pain that makes us stronger. God, thank you for making us warriors. God, thank you for allowing us to express the greatness within all of us. God, thank you for allowing us to get up when we've been kicked down. God, thank you for making us unstoppable. God, thank you for allowing us to know the magic we all have within us. God, thank you for letting us know that things are going to get better. They will get better. They are getting better. You are great. You are worthy. You are anointed. You do have this. Thank you, God. We are blessed. Now let's start the show. Thank you, thank you. So I was talking to a friend recently, and they were predicting doom and gloom for the future. And I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. My friend was coming from a good place, and I believe that the good place they were coming from was helping them to get into a bad place. Follow me for a second. So there's a future event, and I'm sure a lot of us do this. I've done it in my past. There's something coming up in our future, and because of things that may have happened to us in our past experiences, we see something that may happen for us in the future, but because of the terrible things that have happened to us in our past, we just assume or predict that this future event is going to go bad. And the problem with that is that your will is God's will. So what you believe about your life and what you believe about who you are is always going to come closer to you. So if you start thinking negatively about a future event, everything you do until that event happens is going to help that negative picture in your head come to pass. If you think you're going to have a bad day, you wake up with an attitude, because it's like, when I used to not want to go to school in the morning, I used to wake up and be like, oh, I don't want to go to school. And I would roll around in bed. I would put my covers over my head. I didn't want to be there. I couldn't wake up. I was tired. However, on those days where we didn't have school, do you know how much energy I woke up with? Same guy. Just different thoughts and emotions. Nothing to do with how I physically was, but mentally and emotionally, because I saw a future that I wanted to see, a positive future of a day off, me playing video games all day and me hanging out with my friends. All of a sudden, my heart lightened up. My mind opened up. And then I had a great day. But on those days where we predict, we just know we're going to have a bad day, or we just know that something is not going to work out in our favor. Everything that we do up until that point is going to be leading us to the path that we've predicted, that we've forecasted. Imagine your mind as a weather station. Every thought sends up a signal: cloudy with doubt, or sunny with confidence. What you broadcast becomes what you expect, and your expectation becomes action. Over time, your inner forecast shapes your climate. But what if the storm isn't coming from the sky, but from inside of you? Well, that's a great question. Our thoughts create our emotions, and how we feel is what draws our reality to us. So that storm that you may be seeing on the outside of your life is absolutely coming from inside. So how do we change this? How do we stop predicting the future? We start filling our brain and we start filling our heart with positive thoughts. We start moving with positivity. We start moving with love, and we fill our subconscious with all these positive things. So when our reality comes to pass, it's coming from our subconscious thoughts. It's coming from our subconscious emotions. But if we fill that subconscious with powerful, loving thoughts and emotions, our life will get better. We will start to think more positively about the future. But if We are constantly talking to negative people and feeding ourselves negative material, whether that's on the internet or wherever have you. It's going to be easier for us to forecast losses and negativity and us to have doubt. I mean, it's not just something I thought of just now. There's a lot of background and philosophy behind it. From like ancient myths to modern, even neuroscience, the idea that belief shapes outcome is really timeless. Humans are pattern seekers, storytellers, and future casters by nature. But when we keep forecasting based on fear, trauma, or inherited doubt, we end up reliving the same script. And you guys ever hear about Opidius Rex? Opidius is the tragic hero of a play written by Sophocles around 429 BC, long time ago. Here's the short version though. A prophecy foretells that Opidius will kill his father and marry his mother. Horrified, his parents abandon him as a baby. He's raised by another royal family, unaware of his origins. Years later, trying to avoid the prophecy, he leaves home only to unknowingly fulfill it. He kills a man in a roadside dispute, his real father, and later marries the widowed queen, which is his mother. When the truth is revealed, it destroys him. The tragedy? It wasn't just fate. It was the actions taken to avoid the prophecy that made it come true. This is the ultimate self-fulfilling prophecy. Opidius becomes a symbol of how fear-based forecasting can trap us in the very future we're trying to escape. It's crazy because one of the songs that I'm going to play later of my own, I name drop Opidius Rex. Now, when I wrote it, I was wondering if anyone would know who he was, but here I am telling everyone. But yeah, this is like the science of forecasting. And I feel like we're terrible at predicting how we'll feel in the future, because how would we know? We overestimate both joy and pain. And this leads to decisions that reinforce the very outcomes we fear, or chase illusions that don't satisfy. So, self-fulfilling prophecies, coined by a sociologist named Robert Merton. This concept shows how belief influences behavior. If you believe you'll fail, you might procrastinate, self-sabotage, or avoid opportunities, creating the failure you actually feared. I think it was Henry Ford who said, whether you think you can or can't, you're right. I often tell my children this. You will straight hijack your future if you start forecasting negative events that aren't even here yet. Because you're definitely creating your reality. You definitely have the power. Every day on this show, I'm going to tell you and remind you how much power you have. Like, your will is the will that creates all. So what you think and what you feel will definitely come to pass. So when you're putting these words out so strongly, that's full of energy, that's creative power. So when you're saying, this isn't going to work out, or that isn't going to work out, or I don't see this happening, what you actually are able to imagine in your brain are the only things that can happen. So if you can't imagine good, if you can't see good happening in your head, it's not going to happen. But it starts with you. You got this. You are the weatherman. Don't hijack your future. My name is Cymarshall. We're going to get into a joint by Ransom Bad Bones called Hijack. Let's go.
Bombs away, incinerate lost brigades lines and eliminate fillers, like a hit of bubonic plague or frolicking in the way of the ultrasonic waves that vibrate and flicker quicker than a hypnotic flame. Break your foggy mind in there, monetize your ears. These days a lot of guys are weird off the Viber's ears. Spotted like a blinded deer, paralyzed with fear. Or some prey within the corner chopping blade. Hands high through the sky like a robbery reenactment. Policy that of a monarchy to the fraction. Monotony of the wannabes, mockeries of monopolies, dropping them freeze. Put your teeth to the cannon, don't move or don't speak. When you're under siege of a hungry, luminous beast. On another leaf dog production, come obedient puppet. Follow me through the mud, I don't wanna repeat instruction. All aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack. Forceful in a high stack, orders you to lie flat. All aboard the hijack, 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 all aboard the hijack. Forceful in a high stack, orders you to lie flat. All aboard the hijack. Trauma victims are feeling nauseous when their fortune has been extorted. Quick in the chorus or verse when hidden from the audit. Many subordinate spitters all in the mirror floating or chilling dormant, stiff in the morgue rigor mortis. Bring the chalk in with less than a lack of empathy for a cadaver when they ain't a match of intensity for an attacker. As I'm adding assault to injury, nagging over complex and your favorite rappers are him and she. In the vicinities, want a piece of the action to conjure a scene is a common means of distraction. No honor where thieves are active. For a means of extraction, you gotta just be horizontal and flat and don't move and don't speak. When you're under siege of a hungry, luminous beast. On another leaf dog production, come obedient puppet. Follow me through the mud, I don't wanna repeat instruction. All aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack, all aboard the hijack. Forceful in a high stack, orders you to lie flat. All aboard the hijack, 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 all aboard the hijack. Forceful in a high stack, orders you to lie flat. All aboard the hijack.
Yeah. That's that new Ransom Bad Bones off his new album White Rabbit, which your boy Cymarshall Law is featured on. Yeah, my name is Cymarshall Law. We're back to the Cymarshall Law Show. I was actually gonna play another joint, but here I am, talking your ear off. So, forecasting the future. Every day when I wake up, my first thing is to say, God, thank you for my inner peace. Like before I even get to this microphone, to say that again to you guys as soon as I wake up. Those are my first words. They have to be, because I am starting my day right. I'm predicting my future. I'm telling my day. I'm being the boss of my day immediately. I'm instructing, I'm commanding that my day be good. So that's me. It starts with you. The first words that come out of your mouth. Predict your future from jump. Start your day by asking, what am I predicting today? If your forecast is stormy, ask where that belief came from. Is it yours? Is it inherited? If so, then rewrite it. Don't wake up and read social media and read some negativity and then start taking that negativity as your own. Wake up with your own self, your own thoughts. At our purest, highest form, where love, no ego, full of confidence, high self-esteem, full of love, that's where you want to start. That's who you are. The awareness only. So what are you predicting today? Where is it coming from? Who are you? You're going to have a great day. You are great. You're enough. You're worthy. That's where we start. As soon as we wake up. Grounded affirmations. I don't know what's ahead, but I trust myself to meet it with strength. Backcasting. Visualize your ideal future. See it in your head, then reverse engineer it. What steps got you there? Who did you become? This flips the script from fear to strategy. Again, visualize your ideal future and then figure out how you got there. Like, see where you want to go in your head, then reverse engineer it. How did you get there? What did you do? What were you acting like? So the only forecast you're doing is success and triumph. See yourself there in your head. Feel the feels. Hear what people are saying to you. How do you look? How do you walk? How do you talk? What's around you? Like, see what you want in your head. Then reverse engineer it. What steps got you there? Emotional calibration. Your mood, your current mood, distorts your future vision. Fear makes the future look darker than it is. Joy can make it look easier than it will be. Pause, breathe, reassess. Deep breathing activates the peace within you, helping you think clearly and forecast more accurately. Your inner dialogue is your script. Change the story, you change the outcome. Change from I always get overlooked to I'm learning how to be seen and heard. Rewrite your script. I'm giving you the playbook here, guys. How it works against you. Echo chambers. You know we got the album called Echo Chambers. But echo chambers would be if you believe people don't care, you stop reaching out. Then feel isolated, confirming the belief. There's confirmation bias. Your brain filters reality to match your beliefs. If you expect rejection, you'll notice every slight and every smile, every missed smile. So you can't go out expecting rejection. You cannot forecast rejection because I promise you'll notice every slight, every time someone doesn't do anything perfect. If someone doesn't smile at you, if they don't have the same right facial expression, you're noticing it because you already have filtered your brain to match your beliefs. You can't do this. Inherited forecasts. Many of our beliefs aren't even ours. They're passed down culturally, through family, generationally. Just like Oediipus, we may be living out someone else's prophecy. What are you doing out here? So my call to action for y'all is to recast your week. What's your current mental forecast? Are you predicting rain out of habit when the skies are finally clear? I invite you to write down your current forecast and then identify one belief that you want to release and replace it with a new empowering forecast. Like Oediipus, we often run from the very thing we create. But unlike him, we can pause, reflect, and rewrite. Your forecast isn't fate, it's a choice. So choose wisely. My name is Cymarshall Law. I'm going to end with a quote. You know what? I've been super busy lately. I had 3 shows in the last week. Maybe even 4, going from New York to California, back from California to New Jersey. And there's been a lot going on. I've been super busy. I even dropped the album 2 weeks ago. I think that day of that album, June 13th, I didn't have the podcast because I was so busy and I didn't even come on here and tell everyone about it. But things are going good. They're going really good. I'm full of positive energy because I'm predicting and I'm assuming the best. Like it's time. And I'm ready. I'm here. My forecast is bright and great things are happening. The album's Peaceful Warrior 2, Raw Self-Expression. Myself, Cymarshall Law, and Slimline Mother out of the UK put that out. It's on vinyl, CDs, tapes, digital through Soul Spasm, distributed through Fat Beats. Shout out to Soul Spasm, shout out to Fat Beat, shout out to my manager Karina, shout out to Gemwork fam who put on a show this last Sunday that I rocked out in California, shout out to Rhyme Fest who had me rocking at their LRG mixer in Irvine, California on Saturday. Yeah, so many things are happening, man. Cyvision.online, hiphopintheflesh.com. Check me out, man. So many great things are happening, so many great things. But I'm forecasting these things. I'm assuming victory. I'm being grateful every day. So see me as someone you can look to as this is working out for me, and I'm doing everything that I'm telling you guys to do every week. So I'm giving you the playbook. My name is Cymarshall Law. I love y'all. Let me give you a quote right quick. So here's a Chinese proverb. Be careful what you water your dreams with. Water them with worry and fear, and you will produce weeds that choke the life from your dream. One more time. Be careful what you water your dreams with. Water them with worry and fear, and you will produce weeds that choke the life from your dream. My name is Cymarshall Law. This has been another episode. Just keep in mind, y'all, every morning we become meteorologists of the mind. We wake up, check our emotions like weather. Will it rain regret or shine resilience? We send signals into the universe, not realizing the most powerful forecast we ever receive is the one that we silently believe. My name is Cymarshall Law. This has been another episode of the Cymarshall Law Show. Until next time, peace, love, and positive energy. And we out like that.
The inception point. Listen, this the inception point and all that I can see. It's one producer and a live MC. We the real thing and everything that they try to be. So real hip-hop is back, not surprisingly. This the inception point and all that I can see. It's one producer and a live MC. We the real thing and everything that they try to be. So real hip-hop is back, not surprisingly. First it was an oddity, then became a commodity. Probably cause my rhyme patterns use sacred geometry. This the inception point where everything changes. Cause I was strong enough to forgive but never got an apology. I'm just trying to see peace like a Buddhist. But if I'm Caesar, what I'm seeing is Brutus. Jesus to Judas, peeping intruders. Then I'm LeBron when I'm keeping it shooters. Why you up on celebrity gossip deep in your rumors? My success wasn't probable, it almost wasn't possible. But I believed in myself and nothing about it was logical. I trained running up a hill that was oily and got stronger from everything that was sent to destroy me. I'm hard to satisfy, but if you want a new reality, that means the old version of you has to die. Someone never crumble, never. Shout out to the niggas that try to humble me and got humbled. Damn, they mad cause I exude confidence, and I came to the party dressed in my own accomplishments. Dominance cause I pour into myself and also sold the doubt. So if you're trying to visit my past, you should know I sold the house. Now I ride tracks while you hustle hubcaps. This is raw hip-hop, fuck your bubblegum raps. I roll with a pantheon of gods. We use telepathy and transmute energy. Yeah, I don't miss, and no, there's no twist. I can spit a flow that can make the earth's whole pole shift. Married to the game on a foreplay, a full kiss. Bet on me cause there is no reward if there is no risk. On the coldest days, my foes get thrown in open graves. I'm running up on the competition like ocean waves. Game died, but I came back and rap's new body. And I'm smooth enough to go surfing in a tsunami. Yeah, Sai is striking inside a quote. I even got a lift hair ride in a lightning bolt. My energy's crazy when using side skill. I can even get life doing a suicide drill. Some are bet they crying I ain't start yet. That's cause my words are a weapon made by Start Tech. The growth you see in me, I believe it's divine. But they gon' get mad when you start to grow and leave them behind. And it's cosmic, cause everything changed the moment I realized who I was and stood on it. By divine decree, or you'll succeed no matter who tests you. This the start of something, which also means it's the end too. This the inception point and all that I can see. It's one producer and a live MC. We the real thing and everything that they try to be. So real hip-hop is back, not surprisingly. This the inception point and all that I can see. It's one producer and a live MC. We the real thing and everything that they try to be. So real hip hop is back, not surprisingly.